good afternoon, investor and corporate. Welcome to SET Digital Roadshow third quarter 20 and 21 performance review. This section will run about 45 minutes, including Q&A. Company will start the section by 30-minute presentation, followed by 15-minute Q&A. And during Q&A, investor may leave your question in meeting room chat box or use raise your hand function. We will open your microphone so you can ask the question to the company directly. So may I now invite AAPICO HITECH Public Company Limited to start the presentation, please. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Welcome to AAPICO HITECH. I'm Sindhu Yap. I'm the CFO of AAPICO HITECH, and beside me is Mr. Yap, who is the President and CEO of AAPICO HITECH. Today I will go through 4 main agendas. I'll give you a brief background of AAPICO, followed by the financial information, the industry overview, and followed by the strategies and directions. AAPICO HITECH is listed in the stock exchange in 1996. We were founded in 1996 and were listed in 2002. Currently, Mr. Yap and the family, who is the founder of the company and also the President and CEO, hold about 40% of the shares. We have 47 associates, subsidiaries and associates company around the world. 33 now is in Thailand and 14 is in overseas. We have 3 main business units, the OEM auto parts manufacturing, car dealerships, IoT connectivities, and mobilities. I will go into more details of these 3 business units in later presentations. We are BBB+ from the 3 credit rating agencies, and this year we just upgraded our CG scores from 4 to 5 stars. We are also listed in the Thai Sustainability Index. The 3 main pillars of AAPICO is OEM auto parts, which takes about 77% of our total sales, followed by 23% in the car dealership businesses. And the third pillar is Internet of Things connectivities and mobilities. Even though currently it's less than 1%, but we see a great potential in these business pillars. We have operations in Thailand, Malaysia, China, Portugal, India, and offices in Singapore, UK, USA, and Japan. For revenue by geography, revenue from Thailand operations contribute the most at 63%, followed by Portugal's 20%, Malaysia 12%, and China 5%. For 9 months 2021, we can see sales increase in all countries. Thailand, 35%, Portugal 36.8%, Malaysia, even due to the lockdown, we have a small growth of 1.8%, and followed by China 63.1%. The main pillar of AAPICO is the OEM auto parts manufacturing businesses. In these segments, pillars, we have 5 major products. We have metal forming parts, plastic parts, casting parts, forging machining parts, and toolings. The first 4 products are what we call mass production products, which is high volumes but lower margins. The toolings are project-based businesses, which is high in margins, but it's only one time when a new model is launched. For our presence now, for manufacturing, we have in Thailand, Portugal, and China. We have JVs with leading companies around the world. From China and Taiwan, we have Mint, Lamtech, and Neuros. And from Japan, we have Sano, Sumino, Mitsubishi, and Takagi Seiko. We also have a JV with HR from Germany, doing door checks, and Sodexo from Portugal. And for Caltex is our technical partner in our plastic fuel tanks. All major OEM are our customers. However, Isuzu is our biggest customer, which composed of 33%, followed by AAT, which is a joint venture between Ford and Mazda, Continental, Dana, Nissan, Ford, American Axles, and Toyota. For our dealership business, we have locations in two main countries, Thailand and Malaysia. In Thailand, we do 4 brands, Mitsubishi, Ford, MG, and Mazda. And in Malaysia, we sell Honda and Protons. For the sales contributions, Honda has the highest revenue of 33%, followed by Mitsubishi in Thailand 31%, Ford 20%, and Proton 16%. Our third pillar, IoT, which we have 6 major businesses, which include smart factory, smart logistics, smart mobilities, smart offices, smart locations, and smart farming. We also have partnerships with Red Planets from Malaysia. So now we'll go into financial information. So in Q3 this year, we see a steady growth in the revenues of the auto part businesses. Thailand operation continue to grow in line with the industries, and our China operations remain very strong. And our JVs and associates company have improved their profit sharings both in year-on-year and Q-on-Q. There are still things that we should have done better. The microchip shortage is still a problem globally. So this is one of the risks that would impact indirect to our companies. Raw material price continue to increase. Steel price is around 70 to 80% of our cost of goods sold. But very fortunately in Thailand, we are under the centralized purchasing schemes, which we can pass the raw material increase to our customer within a month or on the same month. However, Portugal may take a little bit longer. COVID-19 pandemic still continue to affect us, so the lockdown and MCO have an impact on our dealership business. And also in Q2 and Q3 this year, preventive measures to protect our personnel, our employees have been adopted, so resulting in the higher SG&A expenditures. So this is our performance of Q3 this year compared to Q3 last year. Sales has decreased by about 9.3% due to reasons of movement controls, lockdowns, and microchip shortages. Gross profits has also decreased accordingly from 11.2% to 9.3%. SG&A increased by about 10 million baht due to the safety measures we have implemented. And also core operating profits has decreased from 371 to 231. Due to the weakening of Thai baht, we have an exchange gain this quarter of about 100 million. With this, we result in a profit of 235 million. We are still able to maintain our net profit margins above 5%. This is just to give you a brief outline how the COVID have impacted our core operating profits. So in Q2 last year, when the COVID case become very serious at the peak at the COVID case, we see resulted in a negative 463 million core profit loss, core operating loss. And gradually we have a very strong V-shaped recoveries. You can see that the sales has core operating profits has increased gradually from 371 million to 423 million. However, in Q2 and Q3 this year, due to the microchip shortage and lockdown in Malaysia, we saw a gradual decrease in our sales. So we will see similar pictures in our sales and performance. From Q to Q, our total revenue has dropped by 9.3%. However, for 9-month performance, we have improved from 12 billion to 15 billion baht. So that's a 25.5% improvement. And this results in a gross profit margin improvements from 6.9% to 11.1%. EBIT and EBITDA margins is very similar. Q on Q, we did not perform as well. But for the 9-month performance, we have improved by 93.2%. and the net profit margin has also increased from a break-even last year from about 1 billion to a profit of 895 million. So for the OEM business, Thailand and China remain strong. However, Portugal sales has decreased slightly. So you can see that after the COVID case in Q2 last year, we have a V-shaped recoveries. And then if we compare Q to Q, there's a 5.9% improvement. For 9-month performance, we increased by 35.9%. So the EBIT margins tell a similar stories. For car dealerships, due to the lockdown and the MCO in Malaysia, the revenue has gradually dropped starting from Q1 this year. But for 9 months performance, we are still slightly better by 1.8%. The EBIT margin has decreased from 9-month performance. So these are the financial indicators. So the ROE have improved gradually from the minus category last year to a positive 13.1% this year. ROA has also improved from the negative 3.5% to 4.6%. So you can see similar improvements in the interest covering ratios and debt to EBITDA. So our debt also have gradually decreased after the peak of the COVID case in Q2 last year from 1.4 to now below 1. Now I will go into the automotive industry in Thailand. So the total car productions, if we compare, have improved by 3.1% in Thailand. For 9 months, it have improved by about 26%, from 900,000 to 1.2 million cars. If we separate into export and domestic car sales, the exports have improved by 19.4% or 30% increase for the 9 months. Domestic sales become slightly weaker due to the lockdown in Q3 this year. So if we take a look, I think this year, according to the FTI, core productions for 2021 is expected to grow beyond the target of 1.6 million units amid the falling COVID-19 infections and gradual easing of the microchip shortage situations. As for the European markets, total vehicle productions volume in Q3 2021 has decreased by 29.2% to 3.1 million cars, and for 9-month period, increased 7.7% to 12.2 million cars. Total car productions volume for the year 2021 is expected to be 60 million cars, or a decrease of 3% from last year. As for the Malaysian market, the total industry volume for Q3 2021 has decreased by 6.6%. This is due to the full lockdown in Malaysia for around 2 months. We expect to see a strong sales in Q4 2021. The government stimulation campaign by offering sales tax exemption is extended from December 2021 to June 2022. So I will go into the strategies and directions of AAPICO. AAPICO vision is to become a lean, green, happy digital world-class corporations through 4 happy stakeholders. We want to have happy customers, happy employees, happy shareholders, and happy publics. For our short-term and medium-term strategies. So for our short-term, we want to optimize our operation through challenging environment due to COVID by emphasizing efficiency improvements and capturing opportunities that may arise and continue to focus on increasing our agilities and adaptabilities. For medium terms, we want to establish ourselves as a global players by further capitalizing on our extensive international presence and leveraging on strong relationships with OEM clients and clients globally, and long-term reputations of AAPICO as a trusted partners. So you can see this is our key milestones of AAPICO. So between 2002 to 2007, we were listed and we were growing locally. And between 2008 to 2018, we were like the local partners for global suppliers who come to Thailand. So we have JB Mint Corporations, Takagi Seikos, and we have continued to expand our dealerships. In 2018, we started our globalization visions. We invested exactly, and we have presence in India, China, Portugal, and USA. So we will continue our strategy towards globalizations. So in 2019, we also take a distributor as Bajaj, KTM, and Husqvarna, and we continue to expand our dealerships in Mazda and MG this year. So as mentioned, our strategy is to become a strong global company. So we are currently a Thai-based company, Thai and Malaysian-based company with our footprint in India, Europe, and China. We plan to have also grow into USA and Japan. So this is for you to see the global automotive outlook. Globally, we produce around 100 million cars. With last year, due to the COVID situations, it's about 70 to 80 million cars. Thailand produced 1.6 to 2 million cars. Cost is increasing gradually over the year, so it's necessary for us to go global to be sustainable. This is the car models that we are supplying currently. So if you take a look, we supply at least one part to each car models that is producing in Thailand. We have committed orders for 5 years for cars and 10 to 12 years for pickups and trucks. I will try to explain our business. So if you take a look here, you can see that the dark gray color is one model of the car. So when the car starts the mass productions at SOP, the volume is relatively low and it will slowly and gradually pick up. Usually we will know 2 or 3 years ahead and receive the new orders. And at the end of the model life, it will slowly decrease and then the new model will start to launch. It will overlap for 2 to 3 years and the new model will start to pick up. Then you can see a similar trend in the third new model which launched, which is the blue colors. So our business, we have the contractual obligation guaranteed by the customers, and also our price of material fluctuations is absorbed by the customers. So this is the end of our presentations. So I will just go into questions and answers.
The section has come to an end. So on behalf of the Stock Exchange of Thailand, I would like to thank you investor and corporate for joining the conference. We look forward to welcome you all again in the next quarter. Thank you very much and goodbye. ขอบคุณค่ะท่านผู้บริหาร
สวัสดีค่ะ